Good morning, West Creek.
Welcome to our 5th episode of CET. It's been a pretty busy week, so thanks for watching us in your CCRP.
To begin, let me ask you, do you want to go to the next level of education?
We went around and asked some of the teachers about their experience with college, and this is why they sought higher education.
I got my master's in education leadership 2 years ago.
My master's is in teaching and learning. Actually, it's in mathematics. My doctorate is in educational leadership. I wanted to be a math coach when I got my master's, and so my doctorate is in admin-wise.
I got a master's degree.
So I have a master's degree in military history from Austin Peay State, and I'm currently working on a PhD in history from Liberty University.
I got a master's degree and I'm currently working on my doctorate. My master's degree is in curriculum and instructional leadership.
I wanted to see what were some other options for me in this career, and so I was interested in going down administration, and you have to have a master's for that role.
My husband actually had to get his master's, and so I did my EDS with him at first, and then after I started with my EDS, no one in my family had their doctorate, and so I thought I'd go for that as well.
My original bachelor's degree is not in English or in education, and so I really wanted to get something that was a little more directly related to what I was teaching. And by getting a master's in English, then I'm eligible to teach dual enrollment English, which I teach now. I can also be like an adjunct professor at like Nashville State or Austin Peay, something like that. So that's why I chose that route rather than just a master's in education. Of course, we also get a pay bump, so that's always nice, but that was not the main reason.
Because I'm a nerd. I've just always gone to school. I've been good at school. It just seemed like the proper path for me to continue my education. And it looks like when I finish this degree, all I have left is my dissertation for my current doctorate level degree, that I may go back to school again for an administrator's license.
Seek the higher education because it's always good to continue learning. I tell my students, tell my kids, we learn something new every day, so it's great to be a lifelong learner. It's always good to learn something.
I think so, and the really neat opportunity I got with it, I got it through the district, and so I got to do an internship. It took me to another school, but I got to play that role for a year, and so really, even going back into teacher shoes in this role as an academic coach, like it's really neat to see the full picture of what goes on in a school.
I don't know that it's an advantage. I think that by more schooling, I have to deal with different situations. Definitely had to do more case studies. It gives me greater resources of people to reach out. The advantage of having a doctorate is I can teach now at the college level as well. So I teach college classes sometimes at night to help teachers who are also in this field.
I mean, yeah, it made me able to teach classes that I hadn't taught before. And I'm actually now an adjunct for Austin Peay in addition to teaching here, so I have an online version of basically the same class I'm teaching my dual enrollment students here. I teach through Austin Peay, so it definitely gave me some opportunities I would not have had if I had not gotten it.
Yeah, I think that knowing more about your content obviously helps, but I also think that it sets an example for my students, particularly my upper level students see the work that I put in as a student in my own right, and that helps kind of motivate them, keep them on the right track, give them the right guidance to be a better student themselves.
Yes and no. Yes, it gives you an advantage because you do have more tools, you have more, more things that you learn through education. The no part comes from there are others who may not have a doctorate or a master's that you can get great information from due to experience. So that's why I'd say yes and a no for them.
My next steps might be to get my doctorate down the road, but probably in a few years.
And would that be in the same field as well, I'm guessing?
That or reading intervention. I'm kind of torn between the two right now.
Something completely separate from education. So I don't know I don't know. I've taught my whole entire life. So I don't know what else I would do. It would just have to be a different field.
Probably it would be like a PhD in literature, because literature is my main love. It's why I wanted to be an English teacher. So yeah, if I was going to continue, I'd probably go for that.
Yeah, so there's some discussion about potentially going and getting another master's degree in administration.
I would say if I went back and worked towards another, it would be to advance my criminal justice degree. I enjoyed that one a lot, and I think it would be good to learn more details about some of the laws and how they work.
That was your teacher's college experience.
Up next, news of the week. Giving it to you, Carden.
Thanks, Christian. Let me get into it. After a long and cloudy week, we've got sunshine today and temps are 83. Your weekend is going to look about the same with spotted clouds about and temps varying roughly 3 degrees. I'd give you some interesting weather to look forward to, but it seems that the low 80s and spotty clouds are here to stay. Next, you want it, we got it. School sports. Let's kick it with football. After 3 losses, with their offense reported to have woke from its slumber, 28-7 was the final score of the game and led to the first win in their season. This week's game is at home against Clarksville High School on Friday at 7, so don't miss out. More scores from the week. This Tuesday, volleyball played Northeast for a score of 1-3, and girls soccer played Dixon County for a score of 3-4. We haven't really covered much golf, but they tied up with Kirkwood on Monday for an even 0. As for announcements, on the 30th, Saturday morning at 8 a.m., the 5K run and walk starts at McGregor Park at 640 North Riverside Drive. It's $35 per entry, so if you can, show up to support the Caleb Cares Project in the race. On another note, Hispanic Heritage Month starts today, so if you have any questions, whether it be about culture, historical figures, or celebrations, email j.statenrobinson@cmcss.net. All right, that's all for me. Back to you guys.
And that's sports. Thanks, Carden.
Hey, Chris, we talk a lot about sports, right?
Why do you say that?
Well, because we got some interviews with the girls' soccer team. Let's roll it.
All right, what's your name?
Madison Bennett.
Kinsley Bragg.
My name is Brittany Williams.
Kinley Lewis.
What positions do you guys play?
I play striker.
I play goalie.
I play striker, but sometimes I play center back or outside back.
Center back.
Describe the responsibilities of that position.
For striker, you have to make a lot of goal scoring opportunities, and you have to score and assist a lot. And yeah, you have to be fast and be able to shoot the ball well.
For a goalie, you have to take care of the defense, make sure they're in the right spot, and if the ball happens to get past the defense, I have to be able to block it and then distribute it to the offense.
For a striker, make sure you're up high for a cross and just make sure keep yourself open. And as a defender, make sure you're watching the ball and always first one too, or if you're arms away from the player that gets the ball first, and make sure you watch the ball.
Defend our keeper. Defend the goal. Make sure that ball does not go in there.
How long have you guys been playing?
I've been playing for 10 years.
I've been playing for 2.
I started playing when I was 6.
4 years ago, I think.
What about soccer keeps you coming back for more?
Scoring. I like scoring a lot. It's an addiction.
I like the team. I think the team
yeah.
camaraderie is really good.
Yeah, I like the team too. I meant to say that.
I don't know. Honestly, I've just done it for a while, so I guess the love for the game as I went on through the years just stuck with me.
The competition, the team, the environment, just it all.
If you had to give your guys self a rating in the FIFA game, what would you rate yourself?
Well, now I'm going to say 98. I think I'd be a 98. Or 97.
100.
Okay, I would say 101.
102. Try it.
105.
110. 110.
95.
An 8. Like my soccer number. I don't know how that works, so.
What would be your highest rating?
Mine would be dribbling and okay, go ahead.
Goalkeeping.
That's not a rating.
Oh.
Okay, what would be the rating though?
1,000.
Okay,
100.
so mine would be 107. So
Mine's 125.
No.
My highest rating? I don't know. Highest rating? Say 98. Shooting, I feel like my shots are very accurate.
Kick? I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works. I've never played FIFA.
Okay, what's your guys' favorite soccer club?
Real Madrid because my boyfriend likes Real Madrid. So I just want to put the little thing.
I like the CSC soccer club with the 2006 girls because my best friend plays on that team.
My favorite TSC, since that's the one I play for.
Like that I played or you
Any other?
Nashville.
Favorite team was West Creek.
Ronaldo or Messi, and why?
Ronaldo because he's the best player that's ever played, and Messi really, I would say he's top 5 for sure, maybe number 4, but Ronaldo's obviously better, for sure.
I agree with Maddie that Ronaldo is good because they call my best friend Ronaldo, and I think she's pretty cool.
Who's your best friend?
I think her name's Madison Bennett or something like
okay.
that. Some
That's
loser.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll say Messi. I just feel like his moves are a little bit more like smoother than Ronaldo. They're both good players, but like, I feel like they're smoother.
Messi.
Well, that was everything this week.
If you have anything you want to show on CET, send an email to aaron.king@cmcss.net.
And remember, Coyotes, we are
West Creek.